beaming from Pacific Junction Hotel to Earth. Girth.
You think you're shy?
Yeah, I'm shy.
Why are you shy?
I don't know. I'm just a shy person. Well, I'm not shy. Like, I'm not, like, I can speak to people and things, but I'm not the most, like, out there person.
Is that why you prefer being a filmmaker? Like, so then you can go behind the scenes and not necessarily in front of the camera?
Well, it's funny because when I was a kid, I wanted to be an actor.
And then how did you migrate from being an actor to directing? Not that it's a big leap, mind you, but...
Well, I directed for the first time in university.
Mm-hmm.
I was given, because I was still acting in university and I still wanted to be an actor. And then I saw this posting. I went to McGill.
Yeah.
I saw this posting for, like, looking for directors for this festival at McGill called the McGill Drama Festival.
Mm-hmm.
And they were looking for student writers, student directors, etc. So I applied and I got the job.
Nice.
I directed. Yeah. And it was the best thing I've ever done. It was just the funnest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So I was like, screw acting. I'm directing now. Yeah.
Okay, so introduce yourself. I'm Sammy Younan. This is My Summer Lair at Girth Radio. So introduce yourself and exactly what it is that you do. I know we just kind of jumped into it.
Exactly what it is that I do. My name is Sherren Lee, and I'm a filmmaker. I'm a director here in Toronto. And I guess that's exactly what I do. I'm a director.
It's interesting because you say you're a director, but you also, I know this is a little bit armchair psychology, but you also are a writer. Like, you kind of come up with a lot of stuff too, right? Like, because, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, yes, I do write. Actually, I started writing because I needed material to direct. I never really considered myself a writer, and then I was like, well, I need a script to direct. So I did that, and then the more I write, the more I enjoy it, and the more I find it challenging, which is part of the reason why I enjoy it. But yeah, I guess after I started writing, I realized that there were stories that I wanted to tell. So, yeah.
Because you and I met on the Someone Not There web series.
That's right.
So for anyone who hasn't seen it or doesn't know what we're talking about, explain it. Give us the elevator pitch.
Someone Not There is a romantic drama series made for the web. It's got 5 episodes, and it's about this girl, Elle, who is in love with her best friend. And basically they sleep together after, well, not to spoil it too much, but that's kind of, you know, what happens right at the beginning, and she kind of tries to navigate that relationship with him.
All right.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why we're talking is because you have a short in this year's TIFF festival, which is very exciting.
It's very exciting.
Benjamin. And I noticed that also when I'm watching Benjamin and also Someone Not There, you really excel at those little awkward conversations.
Yeah.
Those awkward moments.
Yeah.
Is that something that interests you, or is that like a specialty, or like
awkward moments?
Maybe even awkward's not the right, like heavy. I think heavy is probably, because Benjamin especially it's a short film, but it packs a big emotional punch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think what I'm most interested in about, you know, the world in general is people and how we relate to each other and how we behave with each other. And I think I'm just really fascinated by relationships and how people, you know, are able to have a relationship with each other, because we're all so different. But I think at the end of the day, we're really similar and we want the same things, and just this whole, I think, you know, the most, I guess, important or difficult situations pack the most emotion, and that's what kind of movies are made of. And, you know, these like big conflicts that we're all trying to better understand.
Are you kind of alluding to the fact that we suck at loving other people? Or I'm simplifying, but is that kind of what you're getting at, or is that we suck at being loved?
No, I don't think we suck at all. I think that it's just hard. It's just not simple. I mean, I think it's not. That's the thing. I don't want to advocate the fact that it's hard to love, because it shouldn't be. It should be really easy. And I think that's what I'm so interested in is this like dichotomy of like the fact that love is so complicated, but it's so simple. You know, like you can get advice from your friend, and it's like there's this black and white. It's like a heck yes or a heck no. Like there's nothing in between. But that's not the truth. I mean, the truth is, it's complicated, and when you're in it, it's harder to see that black and white. And maybe the solution really is that black and white, but it's hard to follow those rules in a way. Not that they're rules, but
It is a lot of work too, though, to love properly. It's a lot of like mindfulness, which sometimes people just don't have, or they're busy, or they're tired.
Sammy, we're gonna be here for hours. Okay, wait. Well,
are we getting too deep already, or like?
Well, no. I mean, like, it depends on what you want to talk about, right? Because love, there's so many different versions of love. I mean, Benjamin is a story about family and parenthood and friendship, and like kind of like a modern family model as well. And I mean, Someone Out There is about, you know, best friends who fall in love and who aren't in love. You know, it's complicated.
Right.
But and you know, they say that love should be easy. If it's right, it should be easy.
You should know.
You should know. It shouldn't be hard.
Yeah.
You know, you should both want to be in it, and
Yeah.
that's ideal, and that's healthy, and it's great. It's awesome. And that happens all the time, and I think it's great. I think it's great when that happens. But I think a lot of us also go through these really hard emotional gray zones, and it's important to talk about it because sometimes you feel crazy, and you don't have to feel crazy, because I think a lot of people do feel the same.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe if other people feel the same, you don't feel so crazy.
And is that part of the?
Or maybe that's just what I tell myself.
Yeah, maybe that's then that works. Does it work though that way?
I think so. I feel like I'm a pretty maybe private person myself. But every time I do open up, or I love hearing other people's stories, I love being there for other people, and you know, I always recognize myself in other people's stories, and I figured out from a really young age that if I felt certain ways, there must be somebody else out there that felt the same. And if you feel a certain way, there must be someone out there that also feels the same.
We're never as alone as...
I don't think that you ever have a unique opinion about something. There must be somebody else out there that feels that way as well.
You know, I'll give it to you. I think you're onto something. I think, but that's the challenge of it, because when certain things happen or certain moments, you feel alone, right? And it's hard to grasp that perspective that there's somebody else out there who's also a loser, or can't find love, or can't whatever it is.
The world is so big.
7 billion people.
I guess that's what's also so fascinating to me about just people in general. But I guess for me as a person, as a filmmaker, I mean, those two things are kind of totally inherent to each other and totally intertwined. And what I'm so interested in and intrigued in is like how people think, basically, and I think I'm just like so open-minded to the fact that there's anything is possible. Anything is possible. There's nothing stranger than fiction, you know? I mean, than non-fiction. Nothing stranger than non-fiction.
There you go.
Yeah, life is stranger than fiction, basically. That's the expression.
And you would get it eventually.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
I'll let you just figure it out. I saw you working it. See, because you're talking about just thinking there. So I let you.
English is not my first language.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so.
After the experience of Someone Not There, what were some of the skills, or what was kind of did your talent kind of develop and flourish from that experience, and did you come away with something?
Goodness. Yeah, of course. I think that everything you work on always, hopefully, helps you grow and learn. And I mean, also, I don't know if you know this, but I just went through the Director's Lab at the Canadian Film Centre.
Yeah, the CFC?
Yeah. And Benjamin was actually produced as part of the CFC, the short dramatic program that comes after the Director's Lab that I did. So yeah, I did so much over the last year, actually, between Someone Out There and Benjamin. I actually have been like shooting a ton of stuff, But unfortunately, some of that stuff is behind closed doors because they're just exercises from school, basically. Oh, I'm not supposed to call it school.
Oh.
I mean, it is. It's a training program. It's semi-professional, career accelerator, professional development program.
There you go. Now you're picking it up.
It's been great. It's been great. Honestly, I cannot be more grateful for that experience. And yeah, I did learn a lot at the center, and I got to practice.
You kind of briefly mentioned Benjamin. Just kind of go through the synopsis, because it is a unique storyline, and you intersect in these people's lives at a very difficult, emotional, turbulent time. So just kind of...
Yeah, so I guess Benjamin is a short film. It's about 16 minutes, and it's about 4 friends that come together, 2 gay couples, a lesbian couple and a gay couple, and they come together to have kids together. So the deal, I guess, the arrangement is that they would each have a kid at the end of this. They help each other have families, basically. Unfortunately, one of the women has a stillbirth experience, goes through a stillbirth, and they lose one of the babies. So now they're kind of faced with this dilemma of what to do with the remaining child. So the women come and ask the men if they can keep their baby. So yeah, that it's pretty heavy. But I think, yeah, it's very real, and it probably would happen that way in real life. Yeah.
Well, and especially because it's dealing with gay couples, right? And so those are some of the choices that they have in terms of the surrogates or adopting, or like if they want to take that next step. You know what I mean? As gay marriage kind of becomes more and more accepted and more popular and legal and all that kind of, as it becomes more established, then it's the next step where they want to have children. But
I think for me, I was never really intending to tell a gay story. You know, it was just the setting was so unique, and we never could have told the story in any other way, because it just wouldn't have been possible. But I think that the story is really about being a parent and what it means to fight for your family. And I think the situation just kind of gave us an opportunity to explore those themes at a higher level, almost. Not sorry, I don't want to say higher level. We were able to dramatize the story a little bit more.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I agree with you. I don't think it necessarily is a quote-unquote gay film or anything like that. That's why we started off at the top talking about love, right? Because at the end of the day, they were all all the characters are really trying to do something positive out of love. Yeah. They were just stuck in this horrible situation.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm so glad you said that, Sammy.
Oh.
That's so nice to hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got it.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
And I really cared about that, because when we first came up with the concept of the film, there were so many things, so many ways this film could have gone. Yeah. And we really, like, my team. I'm so happy with the team that I have. The team I had on Benjamin. They were just so smart and talented, and just really cared about the project and the story and the characters. And anyways, we spent a ton of time trying to work out the story. And for me, it was really important that it wasn't about like killing each other, because I think when it comes to your blood, you can get nasty, and you can get really harsh and mean, and like,
because a family's a gang.
Yeah, and you can totally just tear each other apart, But I didn't want that. I really wanted, to, give a score to humanity, I wanted humanity to win in this case. I didn't want this to be like, oh my goodness, people can people can have their ugly, the ugly side, but I didn't want to showcase that part of us, because I think we're capable of doing really brave things.
And Benjamin, as we said, will be at TIFF. You don't know the date yet, or the screenings.
Well, actually, I don't know if it's been announced yet.
Okay. Can you say anything, or lie?
I don't know. I don't know. It depends on when this airs. I'm not sure that it's confirmed yet. That's the thing. I think that's the only reason. I mean, I don't think there's any other reason.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like we have 2 public screenings, and 1 press screening.
Okay, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to eventually follow this all up with Versus, right? You had a trailer a couple of months ago that you released.
Yeah.
And that looked there was a lot more light in it, like actual light. And
actual light. Actually, fun fact.
It
was not a bright day at all. It was raining. It was November. It was cloudy. It was the worst day to be shooting that. But I told my DP Ian McMillan, who's amazing, I was like, so I want this to have a sun-kissed feel, full of flares and really romantic. And he just looked at me and nodded, and he was like, okay. I'll see what I can do. And he totally pulled it off. And he's amazing.
A DP that can work magic is phenomenal.
He can definitely work magic.
You keep a DP like that around.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping that Ian and I will get to work together for a long time.
How was your process directing? I mean, I kind of came late into the project with someone not there, so I didn't really get to see you kind of do your thing.
Right.
So,
process directing.
Yeah.
You mean on set?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you give a lot of feedback or not a lot of feedback? Do you kind of let the actors kind of do stuff?
You mean working with the actors?
Anything, any part of the directing. I mean, there's so much. Man. You juggle so much, right? Like.
Yeah, I think when you call action, it's all about the performances, and hopefully you've done enough prep with your crew and your DP and your production designer so that everything's in place by the time you are shooting, and then it's like totally all about performance, especially with the types of stories that I like to tell. They're so performance driven, and it's just got to feel real. If the performance isn't there, then it all kind of just feels
fake,
unauthentic, or cheesy, or like melodramatic. You know what I mean? Like it's just there's such a fine line, and I know I'm treading that line. I love, honestly, being a director, working with actors is my favorite thing to do. And it again goes back to my fascination of communication between 2 people, and for me to be able to communicate something that's in my head to an actor, to be able to emulate that, I just think it's a bit of a miracle. And it's so cool when it happens. And it's even cooler when they do it and they bring even more to it. And they always do. And I'm so grateful for my actors. They're amazing.
And how is Versus coming along then? Are you currently shooting that, or are you going to be shooting that?
So actually the thing that I released a few months ago, that was a teaser. Yeah. So it's almost like a proof of concept for the show. But yeah, I'm currently writing the script. I have a draft. And yeah, I'm currently looking for producer, and hopefully I'll be meeting some people during TIFF, and
and this will be a feature film, right? Not a web series or anything like that.
Exactly, yeah. It'll be a feature film. It'll be my first feature film.
Okay. You're excited, eh? I can tell you by your face.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I've just had a really, really good year of meeting these amazing people and making really great connections with a lot of talent, both in front and behind the camera. And yeah, I'm super excited.
And this year for TIFF, I guess you're also looking to kind of do some networking and hanging out. Are you going to go to some of the parties too?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just really excited to be there completely, 100%, from the 10th to the 20th, just be there for the festival full time, watch movies all day, as many movies as I want.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to be inspired by my peers and, all these amazing filmmakers from around the world. And of course there's a ton of parties and lots and and events, and yeah, I'm just excited to be there and experience it all.
Benjamin, of course, will be playing somewhere and TIFF, I think, is the 10th to the 24th or 22nd?
20th, yeah.
20th.
10th to 20th. Yeah.
All right, so we'll have to look out for that.
Yeah.
I want to ask, just go back slightly full circle back to love for a moment and what we were talking about at the top.
Okay.
You're generally, it seemed like the way you were describing it is you were generally kind of positive.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more open and a lot more hopeful. And
Yep.
so the question then is, how do you maintain that hope then? Because sometimes love is crappy, or maybe love's not crappy is not the best way to put it, but how do you maintain a hope when things are not going well? That's what I was trying to say better.
You know, that's really interesting. I think it's really important for all of us to take responsibility of our own happiness and our own hearts. And it's kind of crazy, but I think, yes, there's like bad things that can happen in life, and it's not your fault, but I think you also have to be mindful about what you accept into your life and when to walk away from it, like in someone not there, you know. And I'm not talking about like even crazy circumstances of abuse, or because those things are really serious, but you know, heartache can feel like the end of the world as well.
You can still be in a relationship and still feel lonely.
Exactly. And I think it's like being really honest with yourself and being reflective and attentive to your feelings and to what people around you are bringing to your life. And I think that's how I kind of remain healthy emotionally. I mean, I have my good days and my bad days, of course. But I really try to, you know, be honest with myself and be honest with my friends and listen to their advice, because they know they want the best for me. And just be really self-aware and not perpetuate bad feelings, you know, because I think it is really easy to get jaded and to get bitter, and I don't want to be a bad person. Like, that's not a fun person.
No, it's not. And that person is hard to love too.
Yeah.
Because you have to just keep digging through that wall.
Yeah, and I want to save my love for somebody who's going to really want it, and I want to be able to love somebody wholeheartedly, you know, and I don't want to be this, like, really jaded person.
That's like Care Bear sweet.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it? I mean, yeah, maybe it is.
It's rare. Maybe this might be I don't know what kind of statement it is, but it's rare to hear people talk like that.
Really?
I think so.
I feel like, isn't that what we all want?
I think it's what we all want, but it's not what we say then. Maybe that's the gap then.
Why do you think people don't say it?
Because they've been hurt. So they've been hurt, or they haven't been loved properly. I think sometimes, like, it's the same thing, like if I meet a really nice girl or whatever, she might have a peanut allergy, so I can't give her some of the chocolates. Or she might be allergic to flowers, so I can't give her the flower. You know what I mean? Okay. And then it's like, then it becomes harder to, if I can't fall back on the cliches, then I don't know how to love properly sometimes. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Not really.
All right, how do I put this?
All right, come on, Sammy.
We're going to get into this now, right?
Yeah.
You want to get into this, right? I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's sometimes... it's like having a small child around, right? A child can't really sometimes explain to you why their tummy hurts or their ear hurts, whatever. They just kind of cry, right? And they're really upset, and you have to kind of figure out, do you need to be changed? Do you need to be fed? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, but the kid is trying to communicate in the best way that they know how, but it's just a very feeble communication. And I think sometimes we fall in that trap where we want, like you just said, you want to give all your love, you want to be loved properly.
Yeah.
But the way that you communicate that, or the way that the person interprets that, it's just like, it's almost like ESL. It's like a broken English or broken language. And so you don't end up getting love properly. And then that's
why I'm so fascinated with it, because I think that, like, we all have separate lives. Like, all of us do.
Yeah.
Even if you're a twin, you have a separate life. Like, you grow up some way. Like, I'm going to go walk outside and experience something different than you're going to experience while you're in here. You know, and we've, like, in all the years that we've lived, we have experienced so many things that inform who we are, and it informs our language or vocabulary. You know, like, English is my third language. You know, like, if I say, I don't know, like, anything, like, if like happy or like any word can mean something slightly different to me than to you.
Yeah.
And I think that's so interesting. And that's why I think it's so cool when two people can actually understand each other, or they think they can understand each other.
Yeah, they make up their own language in a way.
But I think that you're right. Like, yes, like I think a lot of the conflict that is between a relationship has a lot to do with communication and not being able to understand each other properly. And like you expect the other person to really know what you're saying, but they don't. And it's hard to be always so self-aware, but I think that I guess that's what I kind of try to work on, and it's just to be super open-minded about and reflective about like what did I say, like how could they have perceived that, like, and it sounds like so much work maybe, but I guess at some point it kind of just becomes part of how you are,
how you love,
or just how you approach people and in general,
Do you use all this stuff, all these experiences, all your languages, all this stuff, do you funnel it back into your filmmaking and your writing? Or
I must because it's part of who I am. It's what I'm interested in, so it must come through. I don't know how much of it is, I mean, every project I worked on is different. But yeah, like I think what makes me unique as a filmmaker is what makes me unique as a person,
That's a cool line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll have to write that down.
Yeah, write that one down. So when
Future reference.
When you do additional interviews during TIFF and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh.
You'll have like a good sound bite.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm excited for that. That's gonna be fun.
I know a lot of people haven't seen the Benjamin just yet, but the people that have is like, you gave me some good praise. Like I seem to have gotten it, but are they kind of getting behind it and they kind of digging it and having fun with it?
Oh yeah, I've been so just overwhelmed, not overwhelmed, but just so happy with the feedback so far. Because at the CFC we actually did a showcase, because they produced 4 films this year, part of their short dramatic film program. So there's a showcase back in June. And we had an audience, and it was actually held at the TIFF Lightbox as well. And it was a private industry screening, but we were able to have an audience in the theater, and the feedback has been amazing, and people have been so supportive, and I'm just glad that people feel something after the movie and can relate and are moved, and that movie makes them think about things maybe that they haven't thought about. Yeah.
All right. We'll have to see how it does at TIFF and what kind of...
Yeah.
This is really exciting. The way to go getting into TIFF,
Thank
though.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Give me
So
a
excited.
high five. Yeah.
Yeah. First time at TIFF.
First time at TIFF. Hopefully not the last, right?
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
You're going to keep rolling.
Yes.
I guess are you going to apply to the Montreal Film Festival as well, or can you submit it, or is it...
I have
go back home a little bit?
I have a team actually that's working with me to figure out a strategy. And yeah, we're hoping to be kind of everywhere. So
okay, so we'll see you all over the place.
Hopefully.
And then after that,
Wish me luck.
Yeah, and after that, you're gonna be working on verses, right?
Yes, I am already working. I have been working on the script for like over a year now. So
okay.
Yeah.
This is very exciting times.
Super exciting.
All right, and you're all like happy and open love and like. This is really infectious.
I can't complain.
Yeah.
I can't complain. Life is good.
Life is good. We got to end it there then, right?
There
There's
you
nowhere
go.
else to go.
Cheers.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.